just sort of inside, and but it's
I
nice.
can't argue with that, Professor.
What's that?
I can't argue with that.
No, it's hopefully we'll be back in the classroom in September. We'll see. Hello, Brian.
Hello, how you doing?
All right, I see your face, so that's
All
good.
right.
And Atta, you want to unmute yourself so I can say hello? Hello?
Good morning, Professor. How are you? Oh, sorry, good afternoon.
Yeah, well, it's afternoon, morning. What do we know? We don't even know what, I find with COVID, you don't know what day it is. People said to me, it's March. I go, okay, it's March. And can I get a quick look at you, or you put a video on for about 1 second so I just can wave and say hello to you? I think you have to unmute yourself. Hello, hello. Well, it's like everybody got muted. Now everybody's been unmuted. Okay. Oleg, did you mute everybody?
No, I didn't.
All right. I see everybody. Huh? Everybody seems to be muted.
Yeah, everybody muted. I don't know.
Maybe it's just so the two of us will talk to each other.
Looks like.
All right, I'm unmuted. Sorry, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm using on my phone.
Ah, you're using phone. Okay.
Hi, Tiffany. Feel more comfortable about New York. Learn to write a bit better, and to not be anxious about learning. That I'm here to give you the answers. I'm here to feed you the information or help you find out where the information is so that you can write about it and not feel like, oh, what's the answer? What's the answer? You'll have the answers. This course is about writing, not about figuring out, what the answers are. I'll give you all the information. You'll get it from the reading. You'll get it from video. You'll get it from me. You'll get it from each other. So I can't emphasize that more. This is a course about learning and about curiosity. And so that's my basic intent in this class. To get us started, I wanted to sort of go around the room, starting with me, and tell you a little bit about my history, because I think that family history and personal history is very important, and you can be as brief as possible. I was born in Brooklyn and raised by my grandparents, and my mother and father worked and were rarely home. They ran a butcher shop, so I didn't see much of them. And my grandparents, I was the youngest in the family, and my grandparents raised me. My grandparents on my mother's side were born here. He was born in Philadelphia, and she was born in Brooklyn. But he was a homeless person and was on the streets of Philadelphia, and joined the Navy when he was 16 years old because, as he told me, he was tired of being cold. And he was in the US Navy for 40 years. So he was a career officer in the Navy, and he meets my grandmother when he's in a crap game, and he wins a lot of money in the crap game. And he sees my grandmother, falls in love with her, and asks her to marry him within 2 days. He met her and he said, will you marry me? And then he goes off, to sea, comes back a year later, and there's my mother. I mean, I'm telling you, this was quite a story. I'll tell you more about it as we go through the course. My father's family is from Russia, and came to this country. They were going to be killed by the Tsar, so they left Russia to come to the United States. And because they were Russian and my mother's family were from Poland, they looked down on my mother and looked down on my mother's family. And, you know, he was a sailor, and it was always a conflict in my family between my father's family and my mother's family. I'm sure some of you know about this in your families. And so I was raised in Brooklyn by my grandparents, as I said. I went to public school in Brooklyn and in the Midwood section of Brooklyn, right near Brooklyn College and Midwood High School, and decided at, you know, when I was in elementary school that I wanted to study history, and went on to high school and college, and had a passion for history, a passion for family history, for local history. And LaGuardia was my first job. I came to LaGuardia as my first full-time job, not my first job. I had worked many other jobs. Thought I would stay at LaGuardia for a few years in 1972, and LaGuardia had just opened as a college in CUNY. And I've been here for almost 50 years. So you have an old timer and a guy who's been here a long time, who loves the place. And because I've been here so long, I can help you. If you're in any trouble, if you need you need someone to speak up for you, if you need someone to go, you know, and help you out, I can help you out. I know a lot of people at the college, and I can be there as your champion when you get into any problems that you have with the bursar, the registrar, all these places that, you know, can give you problems. You're having financial problems, I can help you get money from the college and stuff like that. So count on me to be someone who can help you, because when you've been there a long time, you know people and they owe you favors. So I can use that to help you out. I think I've said enough about myself. So Atta, I'm looking at you there, smiling with your beautiful shirt. You want to tell us just a little bit about you, as much as you want to tell, but not too much.
All right. My name is Ata Rahman. I am a sergeant with the Yonkers EMS. I've been at LaGuardia for 6-7 years now. I thought I was the oldest old timer, but apparently you beat me to it. And I actually met you when I was doing my paramedic from LaGuardia in the C building. I did my EMT from the C building. I did my paramedic from the C building. And we actually bumped into each other and we spoke about it outside on the 3rd floor where there's a memorial for 9/11 soldiers. You and I were there. I was finishing up my state exam. We actually spoke. So yeah, I'm actually finishing up my degree for biology, and I'm going to do my emergency management because my captain wants me to do this degree because he said I've been delaying it for so long. And after this, I'm going to go into emergency management and probably go in the emergency command center for Yonkers EMS. That's the goal. But yeah, right now I'm a paramedic. I'm applying to become a flight paramedic with Westchester Medical Center. And yeah, that's about it.
Good. I'm thrilled. I'm going to be pressuring you to become a doctor, but that's, you know, that's my own blood. All right, welcome. Is it Carmela?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, nice to meet you. Tell us just a little bit about you, and as much as you want, as much as you want.
I'm Carmela. I'm actually in California right now. It's 10 a.m. But I was living in New York with my dad, and then went home to California to be with my mom. So it's like it's split between the whole country. But I am at LaGuardia for communications, just because it seems kind of broad. So I wanted to do that. I work at a medical dispensary in California. So that's a fun job.
Yeah.
I'll probably stay here for as long as CUNY has online classes. And then as soon as everything goes back to normal, I guess I'll move back to New York.
Now, when you say medical dispensary, you mean marijuana?
Oh, yeah. It's just a fancy name to say weed.
You're basically a chemist. You're basically a chemist.
I'm an essential worker.
For sure, for sure.
That's how we always are.
All right,
Us Hispanics.
it'll be legal in New York soon, and you can come here and get a job.
I'm actually coming back in like 2 days. Actually, tomorrow. I'm coming back tomorrow for a few days just to hang out.
Well-
But yeah,
Well, welcome. You're a good person for us to know.
definitely.
Okay, Sarkar.
Uh, yes, my name is Sharkar Said. I'm from Bangladesh. I'm since New York almost 10 years, and I started LaGuardia 2019. The computer operation is my major. So my goal is to become an IT specialist, computer IT specialist. And LaGuardia is one of my favorite college, and I miss my college because of pandemic. Long time I do not go to the college. So I think most, as like a lot of people, I also miss my college, my teacher, and their face.
Yes, me too. Well, welcome. And if you want to chat separately with Oleg about IT, he's been at the college a while in IT, so he could be a good resource for you.
Okay, thank you so
There
much.
he is. There he is.
Yeah.
So you can connect to each other in the chat with with your email addresses, and you know, he can give you some guidance in terms of an IT career.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah, and he's a good guy.
Thank you.
All right, who's next? Let's see. Narissa? I can't hear you. You're muted.
Sorry about that. I didn't realize.
Yes.
Hi, everyone. My name is Narissa. I recently moved to the United States like 2 years ago. I'm from Guyana. That's in South America. I moved here around the winter time and the same year the pandemic hit, so I haven't really gone out much. I've just been stuck at home. I haven't been exploring much. So it's all very new to me. The whole city is just new to me still. I'm in my last semester at LaGuardia. This is my third semester doing online classes, and it gets really tiring. I just can't wait to be back on campus. I'm hoping to transfer to Baruch next semester to major in marketing with a minor in international business.
Great school, Baruch.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I'm hoping to get accepted.
hopefully we'll all be back in classes in September. So
Yeah.
we'll get out of this trap we're in. Welcome. Jason?
I got a mic, so my mic's not working. I'm born and raised in Queens. It's my first year in college. I kind of don't even know what I'm doing, I'll be honest with you, because it's still my first year and it's online, so I don't know what's happening, but kind of go to my classes, try to get A's, and that's really it.
Good goal. It's a good goal. And try to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I think we're all filled with confusion, so it's a community of confusion, and we'll try in this course to give you some sense of community and a sense of excitement about learning. That'll be a goal. And welcome. Nice to meet you.
Can I say something? None of us know what we're doing. We're just figuring it out as we go. So you're not alone.
Yeah. Well, since I came to college, I have no clue like what I'm doing, who I talk to,
Yeah.
or where I go. So.
I don't think you'll ever know. I still
We'll never get it all.
I've never known. I'm almost done and I still don't know.
Same.
Yeah.
Just me. I've been there since 2014. I still know where I am or where I go.
Welcome to the community of humanity. And I agree with Carmela. I think figuring out, I'm 75 years old and I haven't figured it out. So the journey is unbelievable. Some days you think you figured it out, and then the next day happens and you think, oh my God. But it's good to have friends, and it's good to be connected here, and it's good to be at the college. So, and you've picked a great college. LaGuardia is a great place in terms of the faculty, and as you can see, the students are wonderful. I've lost track, so let's see. Jonathan?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. So yeah, my name is Jonathan. It's the spring that I'm in right now is it's my last year, so I'll be graduating in June. And the other people said, like I don't also know like what to do after. I don't know what to do. Like I want to be a cop, so I guess I'll just apply for that and take the test. But still though, like I don't know like what to do. Like if I don't pass the test, like I don't know what to do.
I completely.
A good cop though, right?
A good cop, yeah.
I actually can't help it that if you're looking, Yonkers PD is hiring, and if you don't pass into the test, you can actually work with the communication department and try again. Rather than waiting for the whole year again, you can actually try and go through the department, just like it's going to be a promotion exam for you. So you get first dibs, regardless if you fail the fitness test or not. So that's one way of going in. They're hiring right now. They extended their deadline. So if you're looking, you can always go, and there's no residency requirement.
Oh, cool.
Can you two connect through chat? Give each other your email addresses?
Definitely, I can hook you up. I'm actually work for the tactical ESU with Yonkers PD, so they're definitely looking.
Okay, Jonathan and Atta, please connect to each other through the chat. The course has accomplished what it wanted to accomplish. That's the end of the course. That was the final exam. It was terrific knowing you all. That is really so heartwarming. Thank you, Atta, for that. And Jonathan, connect to each other on the chat and go get that job in Yonkers and be a good cop. Can I see what you look like? Just real quickly, or are you shy?
No, it's cool. What's up?
All right, you're going to be a good cop. I see it right away. All right, Ada, take care of him in Yonkers, all right?
Definitely, he can come by anytime. We have a big department.
You're wonderful. You're wonderful. All right, Christian?
Uh-oh.
What'd you say? Uh-oh? We may get you a job.
Guilty as charged.
Or weed.
Or some weed. I mean, what a class. I mean, it's an employment service. It's a source of weed. I mean, they should double my salary.
I need that phone number for the weed without the cops knowing. It's illegal in New York.
Hey, there's a future cop in here. You guys watch out.
Hey, cops and paramedics are friends. Cops and paramedics are friends. They don't hurt each other.
Christian, go ahead. You've got an active group here. You better jump in.
So who's going to prison and who's going out?
Christian, tell me a little bit about you.
Okay, so my name is Christian. I've been at LaGuardia since 2014. And not doing courses, but I started the CUNY first. And I mean, with the CUNY STAR program to get good grades. Something fun about me is I'm a cancer survivor since the age of 4. Brain cancer, brain tumor. And it's a privilege. It's good to be here, back in action. And I am almost graduating, but apparently I need to get 78 credits to graduate. So I still have a little bit to go. And yes, as everybody says, yes, it's confusing to be on campus where you want to know where you are, but nobody tells you where you are. And it's good to be here.
Well, a big heartfelt welcome to you. and you've moved my heart in hearing your survival and to be living and to be coming to the college. And it just, I feel warm right now, just meeting you. So welcome, and do the work in this class. You can count on the 3 credits towards graduation.
Oh, don't worry, because I think for the first time, I'm going to get an A in this class.
All right. Yes. So nice to meet you. And when you're comfortable, let us get a quick look at you, but only when you're comfortable, okay?
That's fine, that's fine.
All right, good. Pedro?
Pedrito?
Hi, my name is Pedro Rodriguez. This is my second semester in the Guardia with a major of computer tech. I'm 19 years old. I'm just doing school, relaxing as much as I can. I'm looking for a job too, so I can just work. And that's pretty much it.
All right, what kind of job are you looking for?
Anything. So so the times that I don't have school, I can just work it, so I have something to do instead of like just like lazing around.
All right, send me your resume. You have my email address?
Yeah.
All right, send me your resume. Let me look it over and see what I can do.
I'll do that.
All right. I'll be glad to help you. Brian, did you?
Hey, my name is Brian. I'm Irish and Philippine, and I'm in the process of becoming an NYPD officer as well. I'm in my final semester, and yeah, I'm looking to take the test in June, I believe, and after that, hopefully go into the academy.
Great. Welcome. Tiffany?
Yeah. Hi, my name is Tiffany. I was born and raised in Queens, New York. This is my last semester at LaGuardia, and I'm a psychology major. And I was actually recommended this class by my last professor, Professor Mazzari.
I know Louis, and I'm glad he recommended you. He's wonderful, and I hope that his referral proves to be good for you. So welcome, and good to have you. Good to have you in the class.
Thank you.
Arbaz?
Hey, yeah, this is my last semester at LaGuardia. I was born and raised in Brooklyn. I'm actually in California right now for work-related reasons. I work in real estate and in stocks, and I'm applying for my bachelor's in finance, hopefully, if everything works well. And yeah. So.
And applying where for your bachelor's in finance? Where?
Mostly just CUNY's, Baruch, BC. I'm fine with either, just anything that's local, because I do most of my business in New York, so I'd rather just stay in the area.
My business? What business? I love that. What business do you do in New York?
A real estate. So basically, me and a couple other partners, we look for potential properties in the area, and we either break it down and rebuild it, or we rent it out, or we just fully rebuild into condos. It depends on the property, and then also stocks on the side as well. So that's, yeah, I guess.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Well, good luck to you in all that you're doing. And I would promote Baruch as a great school, but we'll talk more about that. I think Baruch's a wonderful school for anybody interested in business, but we'll get to know each other better, and we'll talk more about where you should go and what you should do. And if I need an apartment, I know where to go, actually. That's going to be pretty good to know you.
Sir.
Welcome. Francesca?
Hi, my name is Francesca. I was born in Massachusetts, moved to New York when I was very little. Parents came here from Puerto Rico. I'm a mother of one kid. He's 5 years old. He's a lot. My original major was biology, but I switched it to math and science liberal arts. Um, Still working towards the biology major, and yeah.
Well, welcome. I have a good friend who teaches in biology. We'll talk more about it if you want to get back into that. But I wanted to be a biology major myself, but then fell in love with history. So biology was my second passion, along with, believe it or not, mathematics. So I just had this real love of biology. So we'll talk more about it. But welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Is it Sama? Sama? How'd I do? Okay, so maybe some other day you'll talk. That's fine. Now, who didn't I ask to talk? Is there anybody that didn't say anything? Did I miss somebody because of all?
Me.
Louis?
Yeah. My name is Louis, and this is my second to last year in LaGuardia. My major is accounting, and I'm hoping like once I graduate, I can transfer to another like 4-year college and get my bachelor's, and hopefully apply for my CPA.
Great, great. Well, I would also.
And I'm pursuing voice acting on the side as a hobby.
Pursuing what did you say?
I'm pursuing voice acting on the side as a hobby.
What is voice acting?
Oh, it's like where you do like voiceovers for like, let's say like a cartoon or an animation, something along those lines.
Can you do something for us?
No, not right now. Sorry, I'm not feeling that comfortable right now.
Okay, but does that explain this fancy equipment in front of you?
Yeah, it's this is a microphone, and I got the filter here to block out the popping noises.
Wow, wow. Well, fascinating. Yeah. Well, I can help you. We'll talk more about Baruch and accounting majors, and I'll tell you my story about my being an accounting major at one point. With some other class, I'll tell you that story, but it's a good story about my my moment with accounting. Anybody else? Anybody? I didn't call on? Christian, I called on you, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Anybody else?
I forgot to say, my parents are originally from Honduras, and they immersed here in the 1990s.
Ah.
They came in the 1990s to find a better life.
And if they were here right now and I said to them, did it work? Did you get a better life? What would they say?
Yes, because we have a better education and they have a better job system.
Great, 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 great. My father's parents came here for not only a better life, but they were going to get killed. So they were fleeing persecution and came to New York. I think they had a relative here. Did your parents already have a family member here from Honduras, or they came not knowing? Did they come knowing someone?
Well, at first it was my aunt who came here to see how life was, and since she liked it, to get an approval, she sent to get my grandmother, and if she said if your grandma likes it, we're all moving over here.
I guess grandma liked it.
Yes.
And when they got here, what did they do to make a living? What did they do when they arrived from Honduras? What was their first job?
My grandmother worked at a factory making cotton and separating the dirt from the cotton and sewing clothing.
Wow. Where, in New York or somewhere else?
Here in New York.
So she was making. She worked in a clothing factory and making clothing.
Yes.
Where?
Here in Astoria.
What was the name of the factory?
I'm not sure.
Is she still around?
Yes.
Ask her. Let me know.
Okay.
I'm very interested in factories in Astoria, and I'm very interested in women's work, what women did. it's a history that's not really been written about enough, about women and women's work and women working in factories and her experience in Queens and Astoria. So get me a little information on that, and maybe we can pursue that as a project for you in the class. And
And my mother, when she came here, the first thing she did was go to college, which was
where?
at LaGuardia.
Where did she go to college?
At LaGuardia.
Your mother went to LaGuardia. Did she take me?
I'm not sure.
Ask your mother where she had Lieberman for History of New York. That would be fun. All right. So two homework assignments. One is to ask your mother where she took me as a professor. The other is to ask Grandma about a little bit more about that factory in Astoria, and then let me know. Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. Anybody else not have a chance to say anything? We're all good? All right, well, that's the course. I'll see you see you around, but take care. But Oleg, you're gonna help me with this. The first thing we're gonna do is family history. And I don't know if you all got copies of that. I sent out these family history questions. If you don't have them, Oleg's gonna now do a share screen and put the family history questions up on the share screen. And what we're going to do is, how many students, Oleg, how many students are there?
$14.
14 students?
Oh,
Yeah.
16 maybe. A participant is 17, so students supposed to be
16. Hold on. 1 second, okay?
16 students.
16.
I thought you said there were you, me, and a second.
Yeah, you, me, -3, it's 13, actually.
There are 13 students, that's not a lucky number, so let's say there are 12.
12, yeah.
Okay, so why don't we divide the class up into 3 groups of 4, and one group will have, let's see, there'll be 3 groups of 4, that's 12, so one group will have 5. How's that? Can you do that, Oleg?
Yeah, I need to stop sharing for now.
But they'll need, let me ask the students before you do that, does everybody have these questions, or we'll need to do a share screen for you to see these questions? How can we, does anybody not have these questions?
I don't.
You don't. So
Okay.
how can you divide them up into groups? And also, Atta needs to see the questions.
Hold on. I'll divide to groups. Group
All right,
1.
so we're gonna have, before they go, we're gonna have 3 groups of 4, 4, and 4, and one group will have 5. And this is what I'd like you to do. Talk to each other in your group about who is the one person in the group that would like to be interviewed. So out of the 4 or 5 of you, there'll be one person who says, okay, interview me. And then with those questions, I want you to interview that person using these questions, all right? And then come back to class and we'll talk about the stories you come up with. You'll report, not the person you interviewed, but somebody from other than the person you interviewed will report back to the class the history they just discovered, okay? And this is called oral history. It's oral history interview. You'll be writing down notes based on your interview, and your notes in the profession in history will be called a document. So you'll be generating 2 things. You'll be doing an oral history interview, and then just by the nature of you writing it down in your notes, you'll be creating a document. So these are 2 sources that in 50 years, someone reading this will then be able to put a little history together about students at LaGuardia or the students' families at LaGuardia. But for now, the job will be for Oleg to divide you up into groups, for you to pick one person in your group, or for that person to say, okay, interview me. To interview that person, take notes, and then come back to the larger class to report back. And then as a result of that, we're going to do some writing based on our own investigation as historians. And let me tell you something, my true belief, the history of New York City is really the history of you. You are the building blocks of New York's history. And so this is a very important assignment because most people have ignored the everyday people, the students, people of New York, but we're not going to do that in this class. Okay, so Oleg,
I'm working right now.
They're going to need about 20 minutes to do this.
Okay, I have question. I have three groups by 4,
and
one group will be 2 people. It's okay?
Oh no, that's not okay. 3.
Not okay.
So make it. Then you want. Who's good at math? We have 13, so you want 4 groups: 3, 6, 9, 12. 4 groups, 3 in each, and then one group has 4.
3 in each.
Three, and one group has 4.
Okay, I will try it. Hold on.
Okay, so come back. It's now 22. Come back at 2 o'clock.
1 second.
We'll reconvene at 2 o'clock for a few minutes, and then we're going to take a break. Okay? So I'll see you at 2 o'clock. You'll report in. A few will start reporting in, and then we'll take a break and come back we'll resume as a class, as I'm sure many of you will need a break at that point. Okay? Question?
Wait, so one person is so you're interviewing everybody? No, just one, right?
All right, so you're in a group of 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Decide within your group who's the Christmas tree, who's going to get interviewed.
Great.
Right? The rest of you interview that person and you take notes.
Sick.
And then you'll come back to class, report in a little bit on your experience, and then we'll take a break because you're going to need to go take a break and stretch and, just walk around, go to the bathroom, whatever, maybe get a drink of water. And then we'll come back as a class after that. But let's come back as a class in 20 minutes after you have interviewed the Christmas tree.
Okay, Dr. Lieberman, we have 4 groups. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 groups, 2 groups by 3, 2 groups by 4. Okay.
2 groups by 4, that's 8. 2 groups by 3, that's 6. So we have 14 students?
No, we don't have 14. Let me see. Nobody left. 1 second. Yeah, it's last one. No, we don't have it.
You have 13 students. So you have
13 students.
3, 3, 3, and 4.
Yeah. No, 4, 2 groups by 4,
No.
and 2 groups by 3. 3, it's 6, 4, it's 12 students. No, not 12.
13 students.
13 students.
4 groups, 3, 3, 3, and 4.
No. 4, 3, 3, 4, 4.
Well, that's 14, but I'll buy it.
I don't understand why it's. Hold on.
Okay. I'm tired.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Why? 4 people here, 3 people here. Okay, it's okay. Can I open all rooms?
Yeah, open all the rooms, put people in the rooms. I'll see you in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Enjoy each other and enjoy interviewing the one person who volunteers. And that one person who volunteers, I'm going to give extra credit to. I don't know what that means. I just said it.
Happy for no reason.
Okay.
All right.
See you in 20 minutes.
I'll see you in 20 minutes. Enjoy your groups.
Okay.
Oh, like that leaves the 2 of us?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to stretch, go to the bathroom. I'll be back in 20 minutes.
Okay, no problem.
This is going very well.
I hope.
All right, they're all in their groups?
No, 2 people, Luis Taveras and Arbas Qureshi, they not go to groups.
Why not?
I don't know. Oh, Shakar, why is they not going?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, Shakar.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You're not in a group. Join group.
I did not get something mistake. Something wrong.
Oh, like put him in a group.
Okay, he's in a group. In group 5. I mean, room 5.
You're in room 5.
But I did not get any link that I can enter the room 5.
It's not link. It's supposed to be ask you to go to group.
But I didn't get any option that I can go.
Join group. Okay, hold on. I will move you.
Okay.
I will move you to another room. Hold on. Did you receive something?
No, I didn't get any receive information.
Hold on. I will see. I sign it. Let me. Why? I don't know. Podcast message. Let's go. You didn't receive it, anything?
No.
Hold on. Send. I don't know. You have to receive it some message about you know, you have to join group.
But I didn't get any join background group.
Yeah.
Join back out room, right? Room 5.
Yeah. Join. Okay, you in group. That's it.
Oleg, I'll be back at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, 2 o'clock, 1:45. Yeah, it's about 2 o'clock. Yeah.
You bring them back?
Yeah, at 2 o'clock I will move them out from rooms.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care.
Do this without you.
Thank you.
Come on, Brian, share about me.
All right. So the person we interviewed, the Christmas tree was Carmela.
By force?
And by force.
All
Okay.
right.
So in regards to Carmela, the first person to come to New York was her dad, and it was to get away from her mom. And no lie. That's the truth. That's the truth.
It happened.
To get away from his wife.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much.
I mean, his ex-wife. So.
Oh yeah, well,
ex-wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they came from California, but they're originally from the Philippines.
Uh-huh.
Okay. The type of work that was done was her mom was a nurse and her dad was a photographer, but now he works for the UN in New York.
Wow. So let me just teach you all something right now, just taking this as example. There are, and you may want to take notes on this, there are 5 W's in history, whether it be history of New York or any history. And the 5 W's are who, where, when, why, and what. So in group 1, how many of those W's did you answer just in what you just told me?
All of them?
All of them.
Got them all?
I
You
think
got
so.
who, where, when is, when? Tell me again when this happened?
Oh, I didn't tell them that.
I don't think we got one.
It was in 2010, I think.
Okay. You're not sure, so we'll say circa 2010. The why we certainly have. The why is the crucial part of the story.
Yeah, we got why.
We got
definitely got why.
We got why.
And we got what happened. Okay, group 2. Thank you, group 1. Thank you, group 1. Group 2.
Welcome.
Where's group 2? All right, group 3. Any other group?
Okay, group.
Wait, sir, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what group I'm in.
All right,
Who's talking?
Jason.
Jason. Hold on, I will tell you which Jason. Jason. It's group 2.
Oh yeah. All right.
Jason was group 2. Christian there and Francesca.
So Jason, Christian, and Francesca, who was the person you interviewed?
Guilty as charged.
What?
Christian.
You interviewed Christian?
Yeah.
And what's the headline of that interview?
Okay. So, oh shoot. Starting from the beginning.
No, I just want the headline, the most important part of it.
Most important part.
Yeah, what really grabbed your interest in what's the takeaway from the whole interview? What was really the headline? What was like,
Okay. These 2 parts were my favorite. We asked him what his favorite food that came from his grandparents was. I'm sorry if I mess up the word, but it's some Spanish food. It's I can't even say it. But it's
Baleada.
some food. Yeah, what he said. And then
say it again.
Baleadas.
Baleadas.
And then we asked, why do you like it so much? And he said, because it's delicious. And that's it.
I love it. What's the ingredients in baleadas?
All right, it's a corn tortilla with refried beans, and you can either add cheese or sour cream, along with scrambled eggs.
Can you send us the recipe?
Why not?
Send it in the chat room. I'll surprise my wife. I'll make it for dinner. Any other headlines for Christian's group?
My family came here for a better job. And
For a better job?
Yeah.
And did they get a better job?
Yes, they did.
What's the job?
My grandmother worked at a factory.
Oh, this is the factory and a story that you're going to tell me about?
Yes.
Oh, I really want to know this story. All right. This is a great story. Did you feel you answered the 5 W's? Where did they come from? What was the immigration story? Where did they leave?
Honduras.
Honduras. Do we know when?
In the 1980s.
And do we know why?
For a better job.
Better life.
We know what happened. Okay. Great. Group 3. Group 3.
Group 3, Luis Taveras, Narisa Ramfal, Pedro Rodriguez.
All right. Who's reporting for group 3?
And I'll report for group 3, Professor.
Okay, tell
We
me.
interviewed Luis.
What's the headline? What's the most exciting thing you learned about Lewis?
I would say that the first person to come to New York City was his grandfather, and he came here with the intention to open a second location for his business, which was an exporting company. They export fruits. And they first lived in New Jersey when they came here.
And what excited you about this story about exporting fruits? What made it a story that you would tell us about it? What grabbed your interest?
I guess he was trying to like expand his business and make it try to get a better income for his family.
And did he succeed?
Yeah, he did succeed.
And now
What
he
grabbed me most is that he began at the bottom because his grandfather first worked as an assistant on the farm when he first came to New York, and then he went on to open up his own company.
where was the farm?
He didn't tell us that.
Well,
in the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
and the export business is in New Jersey or in New York?
No, they do it in the Bronx now.
They're in the Bronx. Wow, that's a great story. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm pushing along fast. Group four, group four.
Group 4, it's semi.
Who's group four? You're muted, Oleg.
Samaya Sarkar Tiffany.
All right, who from group four would like to speak?
I'll speak because I was the only one that interviewed Jonathan.
Okay, tell me, what's the headline? What was the most exciting thing you learned?
How his parents met. So his parents met in Ecuador, and his dad asked his mom out to watch a movie because he found her attractive. And then shortly afterwards, his father moved to Chicago and his mother moved to New York. And the father decided to move to New York City to be with his mother.
Wow. So the why there is love?
Yeah.
The move is all out of romance and love?
Yeah, definitely love. And the reason for why, how like that, the evidence that supports that is that his parents have been together for years and they know each other very well.
How many years?
I don't think he disclosed that.
Where is he? Who was it you interviewed?
Yeah, I'm right here. Hello.
How many years?
My parents have been married since 1996.
So 1996 to 2021 is 21 years plus 4 is 25 years. This is their 25th wedding anniversary this year?
Yes, sir.
Woo! Wow, well, tell them congratulations from me. 25 years. Bravo, bravo. Great. So is there a group 5 or we had all groups report? We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, let's take a break. It's 10 after, very nice job. It's 10 after 2. Let's come back in 15 minutes at 2:25, okay? See you all in 15 minutes and we're going to do some writing when you come back. I hope you enjoyed each other. See you in 15. Go get something to eat, go to the bathroom, stretch your legs. I'm going to do the same. said, the point of this class is learning to write better. And in terms of writing, it's always better to write something that you're interested in and something that fascinates you and something you're excited about. That the worst writing is the writing about something boring and something you're not interested in, and it really ruins the writing. So my first lesson about good writing is that it has to be something that captures your mind. It has to be a story you want to tell. And I'm going to emphasize that word story because it's part of the word history is story. And what we are in this class are storytellers. That's what we do. We tell interesting stories. And too many times you've been in history classes where you've fallen asleep and you go, oh my gosh, here we go, dates, 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 you know, great white men, this whole story. And that's not really the interesting part of his story or her story. The interesting part is what fascinates you. And that's what makes for better writing. So make that a mental note or put it down in your notes that only write about things that are interesting to you. Once they're interesting to you, the writing will get better. I guarantee it. The second thing to jot down is always give examples, always give detail, always give a date, a quote, something that tells the person you know what you're talking about, and particularly the 5 W's. Always say, who's the story about? Where does the story take place? When does it take place? Why did it take place? And what is it? What is this all mean to me? And these are the basic questions of history. If you want to get into journalism, if you're going into business, anywhere you go in your career, whenever you do any writing, think of me and think of the guy who told you about the 5 W's. And once you have that in your mind or put it on paper, your writing will get better. I'm guaranteeing it. Okay? So, assignment right now, this minute, this is what we're going to do. You're going to take that interview you just did, which is an oral history. You're going to look at the notes that you took, which is a document. And you're going to write a paragraph about what was there about this interview that fascinated you. That's what I want. I want you to write it, and then I want you to email it to me right now. Okay? So the assignment right now, not homework, in class, is write a paragraph. If you really want to write 2 paragraphs, I won't stop you, but write a paragraph about this interview you just did. And you could make it, if you want, like a letter to me, you know, whatever helps you get going, you know, but write about what really captured you, what got into your mind, what was it that you found funny or interesting or just something that struck you. Write a paragraph about that and make sure in that paragraph you answer the 5 W's. So write it, look at it again, say to yourself, did I answer the 5 W's? Did I put it in enough detail? And send it to me, okay? Right now. You got 15 minutes. And it's now 2:30. At 2:45, we'll come back as a class and wrap up with the last 15 minutes. So start writing. In 15 minutes, you email it to me. This is not going to be graded. It's not going to be graded. It's just me to start giving you feedback on your writing. The point of this class is to be a better writer, not to be nervous. So
Professor, what's your email?
What's my email? richardli@lagcc.cuny.edu. Richard L.I. RICHARDLI @LAGCC. Put it in the chat, please.
Yeah, can you put in the chat? Yeah.
Put the email address in the chat so everybody. So right now you got 15 minutes to write to me about this interview you just did, about what really captured your heart, what captured your mind. Make sure you've got the 5 W's covered and send it to me. And it's the beginning of you becoming a better writer, because that's what this course is about. Okay, I'll stop talking so you can write. Go. See you at 2:45. Oleg, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
So I count 14 students.
Yeah, it's 14 students over there.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
I'll be back. 1 minute.
Okay.
Professor, hello.
Yes. Hello.
So the paragraph is about 5 is about any topics, or is that any specific topics I have to answer?
The topic has to be out of the interview you did when you were in your group.
Okay.
What captured your mind? What fascinated you? What was it that you went, oh my gosh, that's interesting? Something in the interview, something in that interview got to your soul, your writing soul, and I want to know what it was. All right?
Okay.
How'd I do? Okay.
Hey, Professor.
Yes?
I emailed it.
You sent it to me?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
I hope so.
You liked it?
Yes. I was gonna do it in poetry style, then I realized I don't have enough time.
Say that again?
I was gonna write it in poetry, but then I realized I don't have enough time.
Well, later, all right, later on, if you feel you want to do it, I love poetry, so send it to me as a poem, just as a separate thing, and it'll be just wonderful for me to read it.
Definitely. Because I love poetry, and I should have been a writing literature major, but then I ended up here.
That's okay, you can do both. I'm a history professor and I love pottery, so I before COVID, I used to go to the studio and play with clay because I love clay. And you can be complicated and complex and be more than one thing. This is the first class I've ever taught where the students are actually in my study.
What do you mean by that?
Well, this is where I work. I'm sitting at my desk. Behind me is the room where I do all my work. And so the students, you get to see everything about my personal life. What's behind.
Where were you teaching beforehand?
Where was I teaching?
I mean, like, I know, like, is this your first semester online?
This is my first day ever online.
No way. Wait, so you were when everything went online. So the past year, what were you were not teaching an online course?
Well, for the past year, let me give you the short version. So a year ago now, the college shut down, right? I mean, okay, so before it shut down, I was on what's called sabbatical. When you work for a certain number of years, they give you like a half a year off with pay to go do your research.
Oh, okay.
So I was away doing my research. I'm writing a book about, I'll tell you more about it, but I'm writing a book about Senator Robert Wagner. And then I came back from being on sabbatical and the whole place shut down. So there was like, what happened? And so then it came around a year and I'm due to teach again.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm the director of the archives, the Guardia Wagner archives, I only have to teach one course a year, and this is the course I teach.
Do you teach other sections as well, or is this the only section you have?
This is it.
This is we're all you have right now.
You 14 are everything.
Wow, that makes me feel so special, actually.
The other thing Oleg can tell you, the other things that we do are many projects coming out of the LaGuardia Wagner archives, and Oleg can give you our website on the chat room so you can take a look at what we do. If we were at the college, I'd take you over to the archive and show it to you, but we're not there. But he can put the website on the chat room, and you can see the kind of stuff we do at the LaGuardia Wagner Archives.
For sure.
But I've been at the college so long that I created the History of New York class. I created the LaGuardia Wagner Archives. So I was here at the beginning. So a lot of the courses in social science that you take, I was in on the creation of those courses. And so I'm sort of a pioneer at the place. And
Wow.
I really think I think there's no one there that's been there as long as I've been. I think it's just true that I have been there longer than anybody else at the college.
Wow. I'm looking at the website now.
I'm like the wise old guy.
You're like the Yoda of LaGuardia.
Oh.
I'll come to you for everything.
I'm gonna tell my wife that tonight. I'll say,
The king of New York.
I'm the Yoda of LaGuardia.
I was referred to take your
Oh
class.
There's Baby Yoda right there.
Oh my God, Jonathan, look at this. That's me. That should be my logo. What were you gonna say?
No. Oh, sorry. My wife took your class like a few years ago, and she told me this is my last class of the semester. I have 2 more classes, and I'm graduating. And she was like, "You just have 1 class. Just take this class for fun." I was like, "You sure?" Because I was gonna take some poetry class. She's like, "Take this class." I'm like, "Okay."
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Your wife took my class and told you got to take this class?
Yeah, because when I was taking my classes, right, and I was looking at 2 classes, I just had to take 2 more classes, random classes. She was looking at CUNY first with me, what classes, and she scrolled around your name. She's like, "I know that professor."
Wow, I feel so, it makes my day because she was my student and years later still remembers the class.
Yeah, so she's like, "Take it." And she's like, "You know what? You go work. I'll take your class." I'm like, "I don't think that's gonna work."
Well, borrow all her notes because I haven't changed anything.
I don't even think she would want to give me a note.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay, this makes my day that a former student really, really liked my class and recommended it to her husband. Ah, okay. I'm good. I'm good. It's so nice. Christian, what do you want to say?
You're starting to tick me off.
What?
You're starting to tick me off.
I'm starting to what?
You are starting to tick me off in a good way.
In a good way. Tell me about the good way, because tick me off when I was growing up always meant that you were annoying somebody, like a little tick, you know? So what's the good way of tick? Tell me the good way. Unmute Christian, Nolan.
You're making me happy choosing this class.
Oh, good. Good. Okay. When I go to get my paycheck, I'll say I did my job. I brought happiness. And when I go to heaven, St. Peter will say to me, "What did you do?" And I'll say, talk to Christian. St. Peter will say, "Why should I let you know?" I'll say, "Don't ask me. I'll give you Christian's email address."
Don't ask me, ask him.
Oh boy. All right. I can't believe they pay me to do this work. I do this and I get a salary. It's pretty good.
No, you know what, Professor? I wish that this class was in person, because I always have, like, not gonna lie, when classes were in person, I would go the first day of the class, and within 5 minutes, I would know if I wanted that professor or not. And if I didn't, I would be excused. I'd go straight to the office and I'd go, "I don't want that course. I need a new one." But this course, within 5 minutes of just online Zoom, I'm like, dang, I wish this was in person.
Well, I think all of us wish that. I think you.
Yeah.
I think you're all of
I
us.
agree
That
with that.
so nice.
That's the same way how I am.
I was telling my wife this morning, the part I love most about teaching is the first 10 minutes when you walk in the class and you can get to schmooze around with people. And, you know, I mean, just getting to know people is so wonderful when it's informal and you, hello, how are you? What's going on? You know, we all miss it. So I'm with you on that feeling that I wish we were all together. But, you know, actually, I'm this size. If you met me, I'm actually this big.
Like Yoda, just like Yoda.
Yeah, no, I mean, Oleg has met me in person. He can tell you I'm actually this big. This is actually full life size.
I met you in person too, Professor.
Huh?
I met you in person too.
Oh, you've met me in person.
I see. So is he actually that size?
He knows, and his wife knows. So
Yeah,
no, I'm not.
it's actually.
I'm actually bigger than this. But okay, so it's 2:45. Has everybody sent me their? Everybody has sent me their paragraph, right?
Yeah, I
Yes.
sent it.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so a little business before we say goodbye. Oleg, could you put the syllabus up? Did everybody get a copy of the syllabus? Did everybody get this? All right, if you
Yeah.
didn't, all right, if you didn't get a copy of the syllabus, you're going to see it. There it is. Okay, if you didn't get a copy of the syllabus, put in the chat room that you didn't get it, and either Oleg or I will send it to you. Okay, but this basically outlines the course. It gives you sort of what we are going to be doing. It tells you the books that we're going to be reading, how your grade will be put together, where to go to register to vote. And it divides up in terms of the weeks, what we'll be talking about, the readings, all things that you expect when we'll be doing virtual tours. And so I would take a look at this. And if you have questions and concerns about what we're up to, let me know. We'll change this as we get to know each other and as we kind of figure out where we want to go with this course. So see this as a beginning of a conversation that we can shape and change and do other things. I know quite a bit about New York's history, so I'm pretty flexible in terms of what you want to work on and what you want to study. So see this as my opening statement in terms of ideas and topics that I'd like to cover. In terms of the books, I'll be giving you PDFs of the important pages in these books. If you want to buy the books, buy them. You don't have to buy the books. You'll be getting PDFs of the important pages. So you can buy the books because they're good books to buy if you want to buy the books. If you don't want to buy the books, you don't have to buy the books because you'll be getting PDFs. The only book you have to buy is the book I wrote, Steinway and Sons. You have to buy that. I'm kidding. But this is basically, you know, the books for the course, what we'll be talking about on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and the virtual trips, and when the course, you know, the different dates we meet. If you have questions about that, you can email me questions and, you know, send me some notes in terms of what it is that you're concerned about. Also, if you want to text me, if you know, email is not what you want to do. If you want to text me anything, write down my phone number is 917-502-5063. And Oleg, would you put that in the chat room, please? So if you're more comfortable texting me, just text me at 917-502-5063, or you could email me at the Richard L.I. Address. Sometimes just students are more comfortable texting. So use either one, whatever you prefer. Before I go on, does anybody have any questions about the syllabus or anything we've done so far? Oleg, you can take the syllabus off so I can see everybody. If you don't have a copy of the syllabus, put it in the chat room and Oleg and I will arrange for you to get a copy of the syllabus. I think I already sent it to you. Any questions so far?
Do we have to buy the other books?
You can buy the books if you want. I will be providing you with the more important pages in class. So they're great books to buy. If you want to buy them, fine. If you don't want to buy them, it's also fine. But they're great books. And if you want to buy them, great. If you don't want to buy them, you'll be getting the most important pages from me.
Professor, do we have class on Thursdays as well? Because on my CUNY First, it said only had Tuesday classes.
We have classes for now. We have classes Tuesday and Thursday, Tuesday 1 to 3, Thursday 1 to 2, but that'll change as we figure out the course and as we move through the course. So yes, for now, we're gonna meet like this. Part of it is personal, I feel a need for community, so I need to be with people. And part of it is that I wanna get sort of used to you all in terms of who you are and what your needs are. So I think in the beginning, let's get comfortable with each other and get to know each other. And if you know, I'm all for logic. So if it logically feels good that this is nice and we should do this, then we do it. If we start to feel like, hey, we really don't need this and let's move it somewhere else, I'm all for that. So I think we're on a journey, and let's start the journey together and then move through and see how we feel. Did that answer your question, or?
No, that's good. You're good, sir.
All right. Okay. The other thing I need for you to do by email is I need 4 things that you should write down and send to me. And you ready? This is what I need. I need your name, your home, your address. If I want to mail you something, and I will be mailing you things because I have stuff I want to mail you rather than email because it's too big to send in an email. And I want you to have hard copy like the calendar we produce every year. So I need your home address or the address where I could mail something to you. I want your cell number in case I have to call you or text you. I need your cell number. I already have your email address. And I want to know your neighborhood. So if you live in Sunnyside or Astoria or what's that?
Astoria.
Put it down. In other words, I need you to write these 4 things and mail them to me. Your name, the address where I could mail stuff to you, your cell number, and your neighborhood. Where do you call home? Astoria, Flatbush, Williamsburg, Greenpoint, Lower East Side, Morrisania. You know what I'm talking about. Give me your neighborhood.
Oh, we will send by mail.
No, send it by email.
Oh, email, okay.
Richard L.I. Send these 4 pieces of information to Richard L.I. Your name, your address, your cell phone number, and your neighborhood. Okay, everybody back?
Nope, not yet.
All right, I'll wait. You know, the amazing thing about teaching online is that usually if you're in the classroom, you get up and you have to, if you want a cup of coffee or something, you got to go low. You really got to take the elevator. Like here, if I want a cup of coffee, I go downstairs, I get a cup of coffee. It's like wild. By the way, I'm upstate New York. I'm in a town called High Falls, which is near New Paltz, near Kingston. That's where I am. And there's still snow on the ground. Okay, is everybody back or should I wait a little bit? Anybody need more time?
I'll send you the information after class, Professor.
You're gonna send it after class?
Yes.
Name, address, cell phone number, neighborhood. Okay. Oleg,
Sent it.
could you take us to the calendar, the calendar website round trip, please? And share the screen and take us to that calendar. And while he's doing that, every year since 1979, I've produced a history calendar at LaGuardia Community College. And in 1983, probably long before you all were born, I produced this calendar called Round Trip. And can you make it bigger, Oleg, or is that as big as we can get it? Or raise it up? Maybe raise it up so we can see the image. So scroll up, Oleg, to the first picture in January. All right, stay right there. Stay right there. All right, can you get rid of this red thing on the bottom, or that has to stay there? Yay, you're so good. All right, so scroll up a little bit so we see more. Okay, can you all right, stay with that picture. Can you make it bigger, or we have to stay with that? Can you enlarge that, or is that as large as we can go?
Do Control Plus.
I can open it in PDF this because it's inside website.
All right, so leave it the way it is. Okay, so send everybody in the chat, please send everybody the link to this calendar. So everybody's going to get a link to this calendar that I did in 1983. The calendar is about transportation in Queens. And it's about how people got around in Queens in the past. Various dates, including the bicycle, as you see here, horse-drawn vehicles, trolleys. Scroll through it a bit, Oleg, so people can get a feel for the pictures, the 13 pictures of this calendar. Go ahead. All right, so there's a horse-drawn vehicle, a horse and buggy, and keep going. And this is milk delivery, also horse transportation in Queens. And this is, stay right there. This is the ferry before they had the Triborough Bridge. The way people got to Astoria was by this, what was called the 92nd Street Ferry, because it left from 92nd Street in Manhattan and came over to Astoria where the Triborough Bridge comes over now. So that was Triborough Bridge replaced the ferry. Can you scroll a bit? I'm going like this, meaning scroll. That's my signal. All right, this is Long Island City. This is downtown Long Island City. Before they built Penn Station, Long Island City was where you got off the railroad and you switched to take a ferry to get to Manhattan. So Long Island City was a really busy part of Queens before they built Penn Station. Oleg, you want to scroll some more? Hold on, this is great. This is coming out of the tunnel. And if you've ever taken the number 7 line, you emerge into Queens, you come out of what was then called the Steinway Tunnel. This is the building of that tunnel coming out in Long Island City. And the date is on there. I think it's around 1915. This is the opening day out of that tunnel. Oleg, you want to scroll more? Like this meeting. Okay, I love this picture. You ready for this picture? This is the building of the
Queensboro Bridge.
This is building. Yes. This is. I love this picture. This is the building of the Queensboro Bridge. Is this a great picture or what? This is the beginning of building that bridge on Roosevelt Island, which wasn't called Roosevelt Island then, And this is one of the great pictures. I just love it. The building of that bridge. Can you imagine that? Huh? Okay, Roland. Oleg, I only have another minute.
1909.
I think it was 1909. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And this is the trolley women. These are the women that were driving the trolley cars during World War One or Two. I can't read it. I think it's World War II. Could be World War One. These are women trolley drivers. All right, I'm about to run out of time.
It's World War
One.
One.
World War One. Okay, I'm running out of time, but you have the link. What I want you to do for homework between now and Thursday is enjoy yourself. Go back to the site. I love every picture here, but come to class on Thursday with your favorite and be ready to tell me why you fell in love with that one picture. All right. Know that I love them all. Okay. But so you're going to see my favorites. It's all about transit in Queens. And it's just one of the great calendars that I produced. Let me say it was a pleasure to be with you. You made my day. And I will definitely be back on Thursday at 1 o'clock. You have the link. If you don't have the link, write to me and we'll send you the link again. Stay healthy, and I'll see you Thursday at 1 o'clock. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, Professor.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
Bye,
Yeah.
Professor.
Bye, everyone.
Professor.
Stay well, stay healthy.
You all for the first time.
Okay, be well.